everybody, it's Momo. I know it's been a super long time, but today was my first official day with my new job. No training, so I don't have to study and I don't have to do anything today. So for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I have been gone for 4 weeks. I've been training at a new job that I got, and I've just had to study and I've had to practice and I've had to do a million things and I've had no time to craft. I have posted a few cards here and there and done a few blog hops, but I haven't left any comments on anybody's blog. I haven't answered any emails. I haven't done anything. So I'm officially back, sort of. So I might be a little slow to start and I might not like be posting every day or, you know, frequently as I used to, but I'm trying my very best to get back on track. And I did want to make a video for you guys. It may be super short because it's I'm just trying to run through it, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it. It's actually a manly card, and I'm doing it for Wacky Wednesday, which is over at Paula's blog, and that's morethanfavors.blogspot.com. So if you want to join in on her challenge, she has some awesome giveaways, and she has her challenges every week, and I design every other week for her. So if I had to design every week, she would kill me because I'd never get anything done. So so it's manly cards, and what I like to do with manly cards, I keep them very simple. That's my #1 key, like you know, tip for doing manly cards, is keeping them super simple, doing just basic shapes, and I'll give you a couple of other tips while I'm going along. Now, when I make cards, sometimes, only sometimes, not all the time, I mass produce, especially like cards that are really easy to make. So I find a few pattern papers that I really like and I make a few of them. So for instance, on this particular card, I'm gonna make I'm only going to make one on video, but I am technically going to make 3 of them. I already have one halfway done, which was my practice run to see if I liked it enough to do a video of it. So, but I am only going to actually make one of these cards on video. So everything else I'm just going to put away. But I get that one sheet of paper and I see how many it'll give me. So I used a few scraps, so it only gave me enough to make 3 cards. So that's why I'm making only 3 cards. So, like I said, I like to keep everything really basic. So this is actually all I'm using, and stamps and some eyelets and some other little things, but this is basically it. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is my card base, and this is cut out at 11 by 4 1/4, and I'm just going to go ahead and fold it at score it at 5 1/2. So that'll give me a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 inch card, which is a standard A2 size card. And then I have this kind of khaki color. I try to pick like very I don't know, basic kind of colors for men as well. This is not a boy card. Boy cards, I would probably use tons of colors. Like if you guys saw my rocket card or things like that, that's my kind of boy kind of cards. This is a man card. This is something that I would give to my husband or a guy friend or something like that. So this has a little bit of glitter, but well, too bad. They're gonna have to deal with the glitter. So this is cut out at, I'm trying to remember my sizes, I haven't crafted in so long. So this is cut out at 5 1/4 by 4. So that's this one. Then I have my pattern paper, which is cut out at 3 3/4 by 5. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna adhere this down to this one. And I'm just going to use my ATG. Okay guys, sorry, my memory thingy-majiggy ran out of space. So all I did was adhere the pattern paper to the khaki color. And what I was saying was that I like to use a lot of metals on my guy cards. So brads, eyelets, or just pearl, the ones that from Tim Holtz, they don't look like pearls, they look more like bolts. So those kinds of things, that makes it look really a little more rustic. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. So the next thing that I'm gonna do, so I use my Crop-A-Dile to put them on, and I put them on the 4 corners. And now I have this piece of paper, which is cut out at this is 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. Okay, so 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. So it actually fits perfectly on top of this one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get an edge punch, and this is just my regular scallop. And I'm going to go ahead and just punch one side of it. There we go. All done. And then this one I'm actually going to stamp on. And one of my favorite things to do, especially when I do cards for like my husband or for my dad, I like to use the alphabet. It's very simple and it's not as, you know, scripty or girly as like a sentiment that you would find. So, I mean, I have manly sentiments for like Father's Day and all kinds of stuff, but just for regular hello, thanks, love you kind of things, I like to use just a regular alphabet. This is one that I have. It's by Recollections. I got it at Michael's. And it's just a standard alphabet. And I did the word thanks. So that's my thanks. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to trim this down a little bit. So right now it's at 2.5. And I think what I'm going to do is 1.5. And just trim that down. And I think that's perfect. I'm just trying to let it dry a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and just put some ATG on the back. And adhere this right in the center of this. Here we go. Turned out pretty good. And I'm going to adhere this straight onto the center here, and we're actually almost done. I told you it was going to be really simple. Perfect. A little crooked, no big deal. And then I'm going to put some pop dots on the back of this, and that's just to pop dot this up to the actual card base. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, take off the backs, and I'll be right back. So there we go. I went ahead and I adhered it so to give it a little bit more dimension. And that's it. That's my super simple man card. And remember, you can use twine is very manly, and so are buttons. If you just put buttons, you know, by themselves without like running anything through them, it also adds a nice touch to a man card. So I hope this kind of helped you, and I hope you got some tips and tricks on it. And I will see you guys next time. For those of you who have never been to my blog, I'm actually doing a little link your blog thingy, I call it, and it's for anybody who has less than 200 followers on their blog, just to kind of get some people to follow you and visit your blogs and get a few, you know, more people around. So if you want to join in on that, just go to madebymomo.blogspot.com. I love you guys. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, and I hope you guys forgive me. And that's it. Mwah. Bye.